Hi, welcome back. In this class, I will look into what are called iterable objects. In Python, all container objects like strings, tuples, lists, dictionaries, range objects are all iterable objects. With the iterable objects, by iterating with a loop like for loop, we can get one item at a time. Next, let us see how exactly a for loop works. Let us create a small list with the 5 items. I just say 3, 4 and 5. Just a small list with 5 items. With this we can loop by using a for loop. We can say for I in X. We can just print I. This already we know. We are very much familiar with this kind of loops. If I execute this, we get all the 5 items printed out. Similarly, we can do even with a string also, because string is also a container object. We can say, let us create a string hello, and with this also we can use a for loop. Let us say for C in yes, or print C, and it prints out all the contents of the string object. All this we already know. Let us see how what exactly this for loop is doing. Let us work with this object X object, and when we call a for loop on this, first it creates a iterable object by using the function called iter. It says I equal to, let us say I equal to iter, and it will pass the object, whatever the container we are passing to for, it will pass that one to iter function, and that will give a iterable object. If you see the type of X, it says list iterator. Next, there's a function called next function on the iterable object. We can call that one. We can say I dot, this is how we have to write, underscore underscore next, and again 2 underscores, and that is a function. If we execute this one, see what we get. See, we got the first item from the list, from that container, whatever the container, because using this container it created an object, iterable object, and when we call the next method on that one, that's what we got. Similarly, it calls again, then it got 2, the second item from that X container, and it keeps on calling, let us say till it gets some error. I'll call again, we got 3, and if you call again 4, 5, and then you see all the contents are done. We got all the 5 elements, and if you call it again, you get an error. A stop iteration is raised. Once the for loop keeps on calling till it gets this stop iteration message, then it will stop. That's how it is getting all the items out of a container. Same thing it works, similarly it works with string also. Suppose if we see, let us see with the string, it has a hello, and first it creates a iterable object. It says iter, and it passes the container, right? Then on the iterable object, it will call the next function, then it gets the first item, Then it keeps on calling till it gets that stop iteration message. Hello, I think this is now, see, once it gets the stop iteration message, then it will stop. That is how the for loop works. We'll stop here. In our next class, we'll discuss what are called generator functions. Okay, thanks.